that turn it on automatically or not? I wonder. No. There we go. And we're going to read through a couple of our magazines while I'm here. There we go. Yeah, get a car and explore the further away areas on foot. It's a long walk. That's one of the things I actually quite like about this, is the distance between... well, not... Call them urban centres. I guess some of them are actually, you know, big enough areas that they probably would be considered urban centres, but I do like that things are separate and with large expanses of just wilderness. That's actually pretty cool. Mod adds solar power with battery storage. Haven't really seen any wind power though. Wind would be the easier one to do as well, which is ironic. Actually, having solar power would require significant... Unless we're talking like solar heating, which, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, focusing a light on pipes to warm the water moving through them. But solar panels would require significant amounts of industry to fabricate, whereas you could make a functional wind turbine out of scrap. Would reading outside make me less bored, really? Is that actually a thing? Yeah, the game is set in 93, so solar power was tougher to get back then. I am knackered. I'm going to wait until I'm quite tired, though, before I go to bed. Yeah, boredom gets reduced when you're outside. Oh, okay. I didn't realise that. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Right, turn that off. Preserve the battery. Actually, stop my reading first. Well, thank you very much. I had no idea that where I read would affect the how much I got out of reading. That's quite cool. Right, let's drop off the electronic scrap in here. We're going to finish off what's left. Hey, Takadosh. Bodadab. Oh, the ferrets, they're doing quite well. Tilly is being Tilly and taking up the entire couch from what the last I heard, and Sheelab is being Sheelab and letting Tilly take up the entire couch. That is as far as I know. Though letting Tilly do anything is perhaps an oversimplification of the actual relationship. Not only reading, but staying inside makes you bored. Outside makes you less bored. Okay, thank you very much for the tips, because I had no idea. But it makes sense. You get a little bit stir crazy after a while. I am sad though. How does one raise their mood? I know obviously certain foods are good for it, but I don't think we really need to eat much more. I am out of shape, so I do need to improve that. I mean, how can I be upset when I've got such a majestic beard? I love that I can see the Z layering there. I can see the bottles through the wall. X-ray eyes. Horseshoe pin Aavak. It works for the rim welders after all. That is true. Let's go and check this car. Books, comics, smokes. My character doesn't smoke. This looks like a very not alright car. Okay, it's out of gas, but it technically looks like it would work. I'm not really sure how to pass this sort of stuff, but if I brought it gas, I wonder if that would be if I'd be able to get it working. Get on board, drink bleach. Okay, don't listen to me. I'm a troll. Well, that does remind me in some games that how you can basically eat glass in order to just end it all if it's getting a little bit too stressful. It's like, I mean, well, yes, that would fix the immediate problem of, you know, being alive in a zombie apocalypse. I'm not really sure it's the best fix. Don't need a fork or spoon. But I noticed people asking earlier, you know, what's the objective? What do you do? Ooh, beef jerky. Oh, okay, pasta, taco shell. Nice, nice, nice. I'll take all of these. I feel that games like this, there's no small amount of make your own adventure. Like the fact that I decided, you know what, I'm going to grab... I don't think I got a frying pan, so I'll take that back. I'm going to start grabbing all of the jewellery that I find on the zombies, and I'm gonna make a hoard of jewellery that for no particular reason, because I don't actually think it helps. Ooh, bottle of disinfectant is good, though. Nothing in there. Yeah, and you can do challenge runs and such, but I am nowhere near competent enough to... ooh, make a snare trap. Now that sounds very good. I'm nowhere near competent enough to be able to... Aha! Okay, key for the car outside. That actually makes a lot of sense. Nowhere near competent enough to want to do challenge runs. I just want to learn the game at this point. The more I learn now, the more likely I am to survive the wholesome dead. Keyring? I mean, that car looked ultra busted up. I'm not sure that one's going to survive any significant amount of use. Ooh, that being said, I wonder if there's anything in the car. I've even seen Zomboid speedruns where people get a list of random things they need to do the fastest possible and complete. Oh, that's actually kind of a cool idea. Like, it's almost like a Zomboid randomizer. The fact... I love that. I'll grab it all, sure. Some of it is not as much junk as the others, but... Goal is to die as late as possible. Hey, Olifin, how you doing, mate? Awesome to see you in stream, buddy. I hope you had a pleasant morning so far. Oh my god, chat. It is 10 a.m. 10:16 a.m., no less. I feel like I play these games so glacially. I worry it's not entertaining to watch. Oh, I'm gonna have to start filling up my water bottles in the houses that I raid. This is how I survive in games like this. Take things slow. Oh, the stream is only 6 hours long. Yeah, well, not all my streams have to be 12 hours long, you know. That should take care of my needs there. There's a microwave, don't need it, but let's have a look through the rest of the house first. I really should actually have my weapon out while I'm just wandering around a house I haven't properly cleared. Well, it seems like it would be a smart move. He says, and then still doesn't get his weapon out. Is that an actual item? No, they are not. Right, so it was mentioned earlier that if you take the time to clear an area out, then you're going to be generally safe. Would that count then for if I wanted to use tactics such as firing a gun somewhere, knowing that it would cause enough noise to draw a large group of zombies to my position? Would I be able to draw the zombies away from an area rather than having to go through and you know, allow me to start again. Meticulously take them out one by one, having to fight my way through all the zombies. Let's not take the corners too close. That's how a zombie jumps out and kills you. Let's remove broken glass. Oh, okay. Let me move the broken glass with my crowbar. In theory, that would work. This is good news. Very good news, in fact. Nothing there that I need. Guess another thing I could do is when I'm getting ready to stake out a house is to whisper outside, rile up any zombies that are on the inside so I know what to look for. Is this a for sale house? Is that why it's basically empty? I think this may be a for sale house. On the plus side, spare fridge. Could always yoink that if I really wanted to. Here at 9. Oh, zombies are drawn to urban areas because they're urban areas. Okay. That's an interesting one. I wasn't aware of that. So you'd only be able to pull them out of the cities for a little bit. Wow, that bird is loud. Alright, looks like most of the zombies have been cleared off by various gunshots and such. Right. They would be drawn back to the urban areas even if turned off respawn. Okay, duly noted. Thank you very much for the info. Right, well, for as long as we've got... I guess I don't need to do that. I could just eat this one. But for as long as we've got a freezer, I am going to continue to pop stuff in there. Go in the fridge though, I don't want to freeze my milk. Geez, so, I have no idea about how perishable tortilla chips or taco shells are. I actually don't know, like legitimately, I have no idea how perishable they are. It feels really wrong to put them in the fridge though, so I'm going to put them in the can cupboard, but I am worried. Just checking what's going on in chat. Right, let's drop off the new cooking items. What am I doing? I think I moved that across. Bottle of disinfectant. I feel that that is definitely a medical item. So, yeah, I knew it. I equipped the bloody frying pan. Get in there. I stored the garbage bags. Okay, we need one more garbage bag to get another ring catcher. Notebook. Stop these over here. Right, farming for beginners, that's actually nice. The Hunter magazine is also nice. I like the fact that there are magazines that teach you recipes. That aren't books that teach you skills. Like the books, and I actually quite like the fact that books don't give you skills. They just make it easier to then learn from your practical experience, but you still need the practical experience. I actually think that's a pretty cool way of doing it. But the fact that, oh, that's a shame that the layering there is a bit dodgy. But the magazines are where you're going to get various interesting recipes from. Is there anything I wanted to pop in here? No, I think I popped the wallet elsewhere. I think I popped that in the bedroom. Perfume, razor, soap, sure. How much soap have we got? Actually, let me grab all... I wonder if you can simply combine soap. Something tells me you can't. As that would be quite messy. In real life, edible for a long time, stale after you open the bag. Yeah, that was my concern with the tortilla chips and the taco shells, is that they're probably very easy to preserve for an enormously long time. Same with pasta. But once you expose it to the elements, it's going to start to go stale. And of course, you've also got the issue of parasites and insects eating it as well. Right, I want to grab the empty beer can, because I've now got a place to put that, and I want to place the washing up liquid. There we go, right about there. Perfect. Tunk. I feel that our house is becoming homely, chat. It's taken me quite some time to get here, but here we are. The empty can in there. Right. We don't need that in my secondary anymore, so let's pop that over here. Okay, I think we're going to grab the toolbox. We're going to go and take apart a couple of bits more furniture. Yeah, pasta isn't going to suffer from the staleness so much, but I was more talking about the taco shells and the tortilla chips. You don't tend to boil those, which does leave the staleness as being a bit of a concern. I mean, unless you do. I have actually never cooked with taco shells. I would be surprised if you boil a taco shell, though. Not going to lie. Can I get in? Oh, wait. No, this place is the... Actually, I want to continue stripping down that house. I want to do it one house at a time. I see no board games, Aavak. Not homely enough. I will petition the devs. I will send them a letter requesting that Agricola be added to the number of items that can be found in the game. And of course, I will expect that it is a completely playable version of Agricola, because why even add it if you're not going to make it playable? Zombies out there? Yes, there is. How it didn't notice me, I have no idea. I'm a sneaky devil, that's why. Ha-ka-pow! That's what you get for snoozing on the job. I am going to start collecting watches as well. Not because I actually need them, but because I can probably strip them down. Yeah, UHT stuff is the stuff you get in cards. That stuff is good for ridiculously long times. Taco shell staleness is a problem I have zero experience with. They never last that long in my house. That makes sense, yeah. Here's some behind the scenes. Our most beloved talking subject is milk. I thought everyone drank UHT milk, as we do that in France. Hence why back then I spawned lots of milk on shelves, etc. UK were shocked and call it survival milk. Yeah, UHT milk is well, to put it into context, when COVID was first starting and, you know, everyone was panic buying, basically the first thing that went was the UHT milk. The regular milk was gone not long after, because then everyone was like, oh, well, whatever I can get. But the UHT was immediately gone. You could not get that anywhere, because it's basically what people over here consider as like, yeah, this is the stuff that we get so we can put it in our bomb shelter kind of stuff. Which is quite amusing. Right. I need light. I'm getting more bold. I'm going to die, chat. I'm going to die to hubris of all things. We all know how much I like dying to hubris. Can I? Wait. Do I pick up the rug one bit at a time? Oh my lord, I do. Well, I mean, it's a tile game. What was I expecting? This does amuse me, though. Not gonna lie. This greatly amuses. Oh, good lord. How heavy is this rug? Maybe I shouldn't be holding the rug. I'm slightly not as bad off now. Oh, my lord. Hubris is the greatest hunter of Aavak. This is very, very well known at this point. Alright, let's tear apart this table. Very soon this place is going to basically be a husk. The funny thing is, if I really wanted to be ultra thorough, I could come in and take off the doors and the windows too. Like, just take the whole window with me. It's like, okay, this window is my spare window for later. I'm not sure that you can perish as a consequence of too much weight. Someone mentioned in chat that it will drop your health to a certain point, but no lower. Don't know if that's true or not. That may actually be an epic troll, because now I'm acting like it's true, and I may actually be about to give my character a fatal hernia or something. But if that is how we go, know that it was chat being scallywags that killed me. Only down to 75%. Okay, so I can afford to be a little bit more risky then. I could answer, but I would spoil it then. Smupple spoiling things, my lord. Right. Oh, let's have a nice rug in here, shall we? I would like to place the rug. Can I? Nope. That is not a thing that I can place, apparently. Okay, let's move those to the ground. Well, no, move them into my backpack. This is going to hurt. Very minor damage. It's fine. I'm only, you know, slightly endangering myself by holding on to, you know, plush carpeting. It's perfectly fine. Can I cycle through objects? Ah, there we are. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Apparently, I'm not stacking up these commands. I am simply doing them one at a time. Starting to look a little bit more homely now, chat. Maybe I should actually have a table over there. Maybe the next time I go into a place, I don't just strip the table down. And instead, I actually gather the table. That might be nice. Yep. Aavak needs a level of scallywaggery to keep him sane. Just like he needs dad jokes. I do not need dad jokes. Duffelfish, do not dare. Regarding being over encumbered, remember your tibias are not made of adamantium. What? I mean, yours aren't? What kind of weak fleshling are you? The next thing you're going to tell me is you weren't disgusted by the flesh and didn't crave the purity of steel. And I frankly won't believe that. No. Where did I leave my... Oh dear. Chat. Where have I left my toolbox? Ah, no. There we go. So, did Aavak just wander into his neighbour's house, steal their rug and wander off? Yes, I did. I don't feel that my neighbours are in a position to complain anymore, really. A most urban legend was the bite. Tons of people still to this day believe you have a 0.1% chance to survive a bite, and it all came down from a bug several years ago where you could survive a bite, but which was fixed quite quickly. I love that. I love the fact that has persisted. Alright, let's grab some nosh. Do I have any... No, I got a little bit of nosh in there. Okay, fine, we'll grab that. Got a TV dinner in there, actually. Let's move the corn up. The chicken up. Salmon up. And this... let's not take the steak there. Well, maybe, actually. And then I'll make another stir-fry tomorrow. Tell you what, when the power goes out, I'm going to be very sad. Then the real survival section begins. It's like, how do I live when I can't freeze my food? Aavak is the only survivor I've seen who deliberately broke into a house just to steal a fancy rug. Look. All I'm saying is it's the zombie apocalypse. And I just feel that when I'm sat on the floor because I can't sit on a couch, listening to my I don't know, poetry, audiobook, and reading magazines, it'll just bring a little bit more joy to my life if I can wiggle my toes into the plush carpet that I have liberated from my neighbour's house. It's the small things that give me hope every day. Okay, that actually made me happy, so not too bad. Liberated. That's quite accurate, I feel. It was locked in that horrible house for over long. Had no opportunity to be enjoyed. Just trodden on by zombie feet occasionally. Or worse still, completely ignored. I have given it purpose once again. I'm a hero. Is there anything else left in here that I can strip? No. Oh. Fine, there is actually quite a lot of stuff in here. Let me go take the toolbox back then. It is such a difference, though. I had a couple of people asking if cat's eye, cat's eye, I forget the actual term, is really that powerful. But dear Lord, the difference between having it and not is staggering. Every time I go out at night, there is a disproportionately high chance that I am going to be unalived by a zombie who is literally stood right in front of me and I just walked straight into. I couldn't take apart the deck chair. I don't know what's going on with that. There's a mighty bug with cat's eyes no one ever found. Oh. Interesting. Imagine a bunch of people are now going to be trying to find it. Let's go and grab these. Let's see. Loot all. Don't take it apart, liberate. I don't have anywhere to put a deck chair. Oh, actually, you know what, though? That might not be the worst idea, simply because I could then relax outside, reading a book. In the rain, with a pina colada. I feel that provided you weren't facing absolute certain immediate about to be unaliveness and or just a gradual destruction of everything, but once you've gotten past the weighty existential dread of being in a zombie apocalypse, the guilt over being a survivor in the zombie apocalypse, whereas everyone else you probably knew or loved is not, you'd probably just kick back and have fun. I feel that you would do some crazy stuff. Once you got past those stages, if you got past those stages, if you managed to survive past the first couple of months, you managed to get to a point where, realistically, your survival was no longer pinned on luck and scavenging. I think you would probably just, relax into the idea that, as the only person left alive, there's no one to tell you what you can and cannot do anymore. There are some upsides. Aavak, professional furniture liberation specialist. I mean, actually not far from the truth. Yes. Kind of. What are the rodent traps for? Early zombie alert. Oh no, if the zombies are in there and I haven't noticed them, I'm in big trouble. No, they are literally there to catch rats and mice. As far as I'm aware, they're one of the only traps... Oh, bloody rat managed to get my bait. They're one of the only traps that you don't need to be away from for them to work. Well, I mean, you still can't be, like, right on top of them, I imagine, but... Man, the concept of being the only person left is so depressing. I mean, it depends on how you look at life, Oh, traps don't work like that. I need to rework them, but you need to set them far from you and check them like once a day. If you're too close, you're scaring animals and they won't catch anything. Oh, I was looking on the wiki and it seemed to imply that... it actually literally said on the wiki, so I might mention that to whoever's maintaining the wiki, that all traps but the mouse trap need to be 75 tiles away. It probably happened then the last time we caught a mouse was just because I was scavenging for long enough. away from the house that it didn't scare them. But thank you very much for clarifying that. I will reconsider them. That being said, again, it probably isn't too terrible an idea just to have them there. And let me grab. I wonder what are we gonna cook tonight, chat? Let's have a look. What should we cook? I feel that we could make some pancakes. I mean, that would be kind of nice. But I'd need the water for that. I could use the water on the surface, I guess. Is that the only thing I could add into it? That's not great. Is sausage literally the only thing I could do?